It is August 18th. It's the 2-minute drill. It's just mano a mano. Me and Steve, you've been waiting for this matchup on the basketball floor, but this counts. Let's start with this. Cowboys need to replace Gerald McCoy. How can they do that, Steven?
Well, I think they're going to have to rely on the veteran edge rushers that they've brought in, the Aldon Smiths of the world, the Everson Griffins, and don't forget they have DeMarcus Lawrence, the number 7 most valuable edge defender since 2018. So I think it's going to be those edge defenders. It's been a big issue on the interior, not having McCoy. It's unfortunate because the Cowboys have had a huge hole there. The one actual replacement I'm looking for, though, is Neville Gallimore, mid-round pick out of Oklahoma. Loved watching this guy's tape. Guy's athletic. He flies all over the place. Just has to learn how to play football a little bit more. So hopefully that process gets accelerated. But I think the Cowboys are strong enough on the edge to make up for what they lose on the interior.
You missed one key point, and that's this. I think having a weak interior isn't the worst thing in the world for the Cowboys, and here's why. Their coverage needs to be better. If you can entice some teams to run it a little bit more, I don't think that's the worst thing in the world. They're going to be playing high-scoring games. Enticing teams to run in 2020 is not bad. Now, they miss the pass rush on the interior. Yes, that sucks, but there aren't that many great interior pass rushers outside of Aaron Donald, and Aaron Donald's a one-of-a-kind beast. So they have some edge guys. I think they'll be just fine. It still comes down to, can they cover on the outside?
Wow, playing the psychological game. Let them run. Let them run. Protect the secondary. All right, number 2 here, the Los Angeles Chargers. They just locked up Joey Bosa to a massive contract, but the guy on the other side, Melvin Ingram, holding out. How important is Ingram for that Chargers defensive front?
This is tough because I really love that duo, but you have to have a special quarterback to invest $20 million or so per year in 2 guys on the line. I get that these are 2 edge rushers and they're both great, but the Chiefs are the only team that has 2 guys getting $20 million on their defensive line, and they can do that because Patrick Mahomes is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Justin Herbert is not that. So if I'm the Chargers, I'm standing pat. I've invested in Joey Bosa. I have one of the best, if not the best, secondaries in the entire league. I'm not investing anything more in anything other than a quarterback.
Yeah, so I get the PFF stance on coverage over pass rush. I don't want to pay Ingram a ton. My problem is with the scheme that the Chargers run. It's a lot of 4-man rushes. It's dependent on having Bosa and having Ingram getting some kind of pressure. It's easier to rely on the secondary when you are scheming up that pressure up front like the Ravens do, the way they build their defense. So unless the Chargers are going to change their scheme, I think Ingram is just a huge component. Having him and Bosa, they were the top 2 tandem in pressures just 2 years ago. You got to have both of them. And if you pay Bosa all that money, he's going to get negated too easily if there's not at least a threat on the other side, and there's no other threat on the roster besides Ingram. So I think it could be, a challenge for the Chargers.
The only threat they need is one under center, and until they have one, nothing matters.
Well, that's
anyways. AJ Green, he's practicing like a block away from where I'm sitting right now, or was until he hurt a hamstring. This is getting to be kind of a repetitive and sad story. What does this mean for the Bengals, and in particular Joe Burrow this season?
Were those sirens them bringing him to the hospital?
Yes.
I heard.
Yes.
I heard something going on over there. I think AJ Green, when you have the soft tissue injuries, they're tough. Like they creep up a lot. They're tough to maintain. He's getting a little bit older. I really hope that he gets back to normal. I think it's just going to be about maintenance and, getting whatever you can out of him. I was really looking forward to seeing him at least help Burrow's transitions in the NFL, even if it's for a year or 2. I think internally we've talked a lot about Reggie Wayne helping Andrew Luck back in the day. It was Wayne's last full season. He was this possession receiver, helped Andrew Luck transition to the NFL. The Bengals could have one of the best receiving corps in the NFL with a healthy A.J. Green and T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd, and my man John Ross. But, it's going to take A.J. Green taking it day to day, getting back healthy. But I really hope that he gets back to help Burrow.
If he's back, I believe Joe Burrow has maybe the best rookie season statistically that we've ever seen. He has all the pieces there. Without him, they're going to have a much higher draft pick next year, which isn't the end of the world either. So long term, I think this could help Joe Burrow because their future is Burrow and whoever they draft next year to go along with T. Higgins. T. Higgins is the guy that's going to come in and he is going to get immediate run. He's going to get a trial by fire, which might not look pretty in year 1, but it's going to matter in year 2 and year 3 because AJ Green, as much as I love when he's healthy, It's so hard to not have that continuity when he's continually injured. So I'm hoping that he's on the field. It's not the end of the world if he isn't, though, because you're playing the long game. You're not winning the Super Bowl this year.
You know what else might be ugly in year one is that offensive line trying to protect
Yes.
Burrow. No matter how quick your release is, that will not be pretty.
They're looking for a 6'10" guy with a Jerry curl. You free?
Give me a call. I can do it.
You want to get rid of me and get back to more great PFF YouTube content? All you have to do is push that button right there and subscribe. Thanks for watching.